Hi, Mark Redlifson, Mark's Music Loft, here to talk about Machine Mass, latest release, Inti, on Moonjune Records. Machine Mass is one of the groups from Belgian musician Michel Deville, who's got an amazing amount of work, dating back to his tributes to Frank Zappa, all the way through bands like Wrong Object, which is also on Moonjune Records, Doubt, which is one of his trios, and the other year he did a tribute to Robert Wyatt, Kamakarando. So he's, in terms of guitar playing style, he's a powerhouse. I mean, he's on the John McLaughlin type level, and has a very unique edge to his playing. Now he's someone also that puts a lot of thought into his types of projects and the way he wants his music to be seen. He's a professor and an award-winning author in Belgium at University of Liège. I mean, music seems to be part of his life, and it's pretty amazing what he's been able to accomplish. In terms of Machine Mass, one of his collaborators is Tony Bianco, New York-born free jazz drummer. Has worked with people like Evan Parker, Alex von Schippelbach, Keith Tippett, and has again worked in some of the other projects that he's done. But of the two prime members that make a Machine Mass, the special ingredient in addition to this particular album is legendary saxophone player Dave Liebman. And Dave Liebman, going all the way back to his Open Sky trio back from the late 60s, all the way from his work with Miles Davis to Elvin Jones. He's had a tremendous amount of material as a solo artist and collaborator, and he continues to amaze in terms of being a very prime tenor and soprano player, very strong, and makes all the difference when you put all these elements together on this particular release. Now, it seems like a jazz setup, but it's really not. I mean, it seems like it's loose, but there's a strong element of electronics, Ableton software, and really what it works well with is the rock element that really drives this music forward in terms of complex chord structures and the ability to improvise over it and actually make pieces that actually, you can actually follow, and you can actually hear a lot of the differences that they try to infuse in this music, starting from the title cut all the way through some of the others. Now, songs like Lloyd on this is a very straightforward type piece, but then they bear out into a 12-minute song like Elizabeth, which is where you get a full boil of guitar and soprano saxophone, and they fully exploit all of their abilities in both. One of the centerpieces of the album is actually a reworking of the Miles Davis classic in a silent way, written by Joe Zawinul actually, and it's Michel Deville on sitar, and it's Dave Liebman on flute, and Tony Bianco on percussion, and they draw it out into a nice piece, definitely worth listening to. There's one vocal inclusion on the album by Sabbath Tewelt, the song Secret Place. So you have all these different elements within 9 tracks, all recorded live, no overdubs, and this is what makes Machine Mass a very potent and powerful, different kind of trio. I'd encourage you to go to the Moonjune website, give it a listen. Label head Leonardo Pavkovic is probably the brain to get these guys in the studio to make this type of an album, and I think that's well worth listening to. The great liner notes from John Kellman from allaboutjazz.com gives a full flesh as to the history and anything else that you want to know about this particular release. Mark Redlifson, Mark's Music Loft, thanks for watching.